This arrogant CEO had a strange scene on his first trip to the countryside. The name of the store in the town was similar to her assistant's. This made her start to suspect. This poor guy who's been with her for 3 years might be a hidden tycoon, but she never dreamed this unexpected trip to the countryside would change her life. Ella is a $1 million a year newspaper executive. Her position in the company is very prominent. She's almost the most powerful person in the company, but she's so powerful that her employees call her a hag. Andrew, on the other hand, is an ordinary assistant. He's got a lot of work to do. Not only does he have to follow Ella around at all times, he has to run 10 blocks in the morning to get Ella her favorite coffee. If Andrew bought the wrong coffee, Ella would ask him to work overtime at night to make up for it. Andrew also agreed with Ira for 3 years, and in those 3 years, Andrew hardly ever took a vacation.
I need you around this weekend to help review his files and his manuscripts.
This weekend?
You have a problem with that?
No, I just my grandmother's 90th birthday, so I was gonna go home and it's fine, I'll cancel it.
Ella was very happy with her on-call assistant, but as a company executive, she had to treat everyone the same. Even if the company's deputy editor made a mistake, she'd never give a damn.
Bob, I'm letting you go. You're fired.
Ella said it straight. The deputy editor-in-chief goes to work for 5 minutes, 2 hours of laziness. It's time to get out. Before the associate editor could recover, Ella had already probably left. His arrogant attitude enraged the deputy editor-in-chief, so he stormed out angrily and called Ella an old hag. The tirade echoed through the corridors. He denounced Ella as having a heart of stone, doomed to be abandoned by love. But Ella replied calmly. The sharp words left the vice editor-in-chief speechless. In the company, Ella is known for being bossy. That's what all the staff said about her, despite her unacceptable work style. But in view of her excellent working ability, the boss always chose to be lenient with her. But this time Ira made a serious mistake. Because she was busy working, she forgot to submit her visa renewal, which led to the expiration of the visa. Immigration decided to deport her. This was definitely a nightmare for Ella. What shocked her even more, after her deportation, the shareholders decided to replace her with the fired associate editor. The bosses said, "We need a managing editor. He's the only one with the experience." And then, just in the nick of time, Andrew walked into the office unexpectedly. Looking at Andrew in front of him, Ira had a bold idea.
And there's, well, I think there's something that you should know. We're getting married.
Although the leader was shocked by this, but was still happy for Ella. As soon as the marriage was registered, Ella would be able to get her new status immediately and settle in the United States. She didn't give him a minute to explain. Ella dragged him back to the office. Andrew froze instantly, even though he wasn't interested in this woman. Thinking about the job he'd worked for 3 years, he had no choice but to agree to the deal. And once the legal time was over, they could end the marriage immediately. And immediately after that, they went to the immigration office to register their marriage. But the investigators saw right away that they lacked the bond of a couple. He warned them, if they were marrying just for the green card, it would be a serious offense. They could face up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000. In the face of such a warning, Andrew was very nervous, and Ira was quick to respond. They're planning a trip to Andrew's hometown this weekend to celebrate his grandmother's 90th birthday and tell him about their wedding. After a brief period of nervousness, Andrew also plucked up his courage to make up a romantic love story. As they often worked overtime together, he gradually fell in love with Ella. After leaving the immigration office, Andrew felt extremely unbalanced inside. He thought he had taken a huge risk. He deserved more, so he made a new offer to Ira. In addition to helping her publish her book, he wanted her to give him a promotion. In the face of this, Ella had to make a concession. She promised to promote him once she got her green card. However, Andrew felt that Ella seemed a bit perfunctory, so he asked her to show more sincerity. To his surprise, the once proud female CEO, now she had to lower her head for the green card.
Sweet. Andrew,
I'm listening.
would you please cherries on top, marry me?